It's Wednesday morning, and every Wednesday we follow the same basic recipe. We start with learning from others, and then we do a physical practice, and then we end with a seated meditation. And as you know, I've chosen to read from one of Dalai Lama's books. This one is the Little Book of Wisdom. So what does he have to say today? It is bad for our material possessions if our mind is dominated by anger. To speak again from my own experience, when I was young, I sometimes repaired watches. I tried and failed many times. Sometimes I would lose my patience and hit the watch. During those moments, my anger altered my whole attitude, and afterwards I felt very sorry for my actions. If my goal was to repair the watch, then why did I hit it on the table? Again, you can see how one's mental attitude is crucial in order to utilize material facilities for one's own genuine satisfaction or benefit. Okay, so with that in mind, let's do the physical practice. So what did I hear from Dalai Lama? First, I thought I didn't see that the first time I read it, but he's talked about the genuine satisfaction. So there's apparently a difference between satisfaction and genuine satisfaction. And another thing I heard was the chapter deals with emotions and anger and how important it is that we use anger in a way so it gives us genuine satisfaction. And hitting a watch just because I can't repair it is probably not a good idea. Okay, so let's take your seat, sitting up tall. Maybe lift the heels, lift the toes. Slowly bringing the mind into the present moment, into your body. The body is always right here, but the mind is like all over the place. And when the mind and the body and the spirit aligns, that's when good things happen. And then bring your awareness to your sitting bones. Notice the two sitting bones. Maybe transfer the weight a little bit from side to side to really notice that you have two sitting bones, like two sides of you. And then, so sometimes we lean a little bit too much to the right, and then we sometimes lean a little bit too much to the left. And what my understanding is that we do this, and what we practice is to come back to neutral quickly. So I'm not going to hang out here for too long. So it's okay to go off balance, but I'm practicing to come back to neutral quickly. And then maybe use your fingers to connect to the crown of the head. So allowing the crown of the head to reach up towards the sky. And notice how you're kind of pushing, or the sitting bones are kind of pushing down towards earth for you to be able to grow taller. So there's a connection between the earth and the sky. And when I grow, one force is going down and the other one is going in the opposite direction. And then maybe bring your awareness to your breathing. Noticing the inhale, noticing the exhale. Maybe bring your awareness to your nostrils and sense the inhale, sense the exhale through your nostrils. And then maybe notice what part of your body is moving as you breathe. So what part of your body is moving or expanding on the inhale and releasing on the exhale? It could be your belly, could be your rib cage, or maybe it's another part of you. So what part of you is expanding on the inhale and releasing on the exhale? Just notice, don't judge. And then place the hands on your knees and then starting the cat-cow movement. Exhale and round the back. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale and round. Inhale into your back bend. And then finding neutral again. Notice your two sitting bones. Remember that it's like we do go from side to side, and our job is to come back to neutral as quickly as possible. If I never move from side to side, I'm numb, I feel nothing. I want to feel my emotions and I want to come back to neutral quickly. And then adding some blinking, bubbling stars all the way up, clasp the hands, turn them over, straighten those elbows and breathe. And then reach and reach and reach and reach. And notice how you're stretching the skin, maybe the lungs, the ribs are opening up. The rib cage is very strong and very flexible. It protects the heart and the lungs, and it allows the heart and the lungs to also expand and move. And then reach, turn, let the arms go wide, look behind you. Breathe. Try to make those fingertips move away as far as possible. Opening up the shoulders. And then release. Maybe lift the shoulders a few times. And then blinking, bubbling stars again. Blinking, bubbling stars all the way up. Clasp the hands, turn them over, straighten the elbows. Breathe. And then reach and reach and reach and reach. And then both arms up, turn and let the arms go wide. Let the fingertips move away from each other. And then release, shake it out, lift the shoulders a few times. Okay, now look at your fingers. Look at your right hand and your fingers. And then imagine or pick a color that you really like. Imagine like a bowl of paint, and you're sticking in your fingers and really mixing it around, Get paint all over your hands and fingers, and then take it up and then paint 3 big circles. 2, 1. And then you can paint whatever you want, Maybe you want to fill the entire circle. Maybe you want to turn the circle into a flower. I don't know. What do you want to paint today? And release. And then look at your left hand and all the fingers, how they're moving. And then imagine another color. Stick that hand right into the bowl of paint. Make sure you get paint all over. And then draw 3 big circles. 3, 2, 1. And then draw whatever you want. And then release. And then bringing your arms up in cactus and then gently twisting from side to side. And then maybe swimming. And then go backwards. And then lifting knee to elbow. Notice how the core is engaging. And then cross the midline, so opposite knee to opposite elbow. This creates pathways in the brain. Okay, now let's try to balance that. So I'm going to bring knee and elbow up and stay here. Breathe. It's a lot of core, or a good exercise for the core. So let's start with that one. Maybe count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release. And then try the other side. Staying a little bit longer than you want. We're looking for discomfort, but not pain. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now let's try both. And release. Let's add some blinking, bubbling stars again. Clasp the hands, turn them over, breathe. This time, imagine your arms like wings and your fingers as feathers, and you're up in the sky. And then when you're ready, if you're ready, release those wings out wide. Spread your wings and then start flying up in the sky, around in the sky. And then bring the palms up, so fly up high up into the sky, and then dive down, turn the palms forward. Inhale, fly up high in the sky. Exhale, dive down. One more time. Inhale, fly up into the sky. And then exhale and dive, and then bring your arms behind. And then stay there. Bring your awareness to breathing. Noticing the inhale, notice the exhale. Maybe find a place in your body where you would like to have more expansion. And then try to get the inhale to that part of your body. Inhale to expand. Exhale and release. And then release one arm, place it behind or in between the shoulder blades, and then release the other and place it on top of that hand. And really feel your heart from the back side of your body. So feel the back side of your heart. How does the back side of your heart feel? And then release, and then maybe place your hands on the front part of your heart. How does the front part of your heart feel? And then release. Now, place your feet wider than the mat, so wider than the mat. So we have this stable base of a triangle. And then start shifting from side to side. So how far off balance can you go before you fall? So how far off balance can you go? So if I widen my feet, I can go very far without completely losing balance. And I can still come back to neutral. So the more stable or the wider my base is, the further I can go and still come back to neutral. If my base is very short, I'm going to fall very quickly. So I want a wide, stable base. And then I can feel and reach very far and yet come back to balance quickly. And I could even go forward and backwards, and I can move in so many directions if I have a stable, solid foundation. All right. And then and from that stable base, let's build a mountain. So feet in Tadasana, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. So this is seated Tadasana. It would be mountain posture or Tadasana standing. So what does a seated mountain look like? What does a seated mountain feel like? So right now, if you want to imagine yourself as a seated mountain, maybe a seated mountain is like a big rock. And then lift that knee and create circles. Opening up the hips, that would be water element, allowing emotions to come to the surface, go one way and then the other way. And then step out wide, elbows to knees, fingertips together, lengthen the spine. Pit of the belly goes in and up. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale to expand. Exhale, release. And then release all the way down. Let the head be heavy. Open up the neck. The less you do, the more that neck is going to open up. Inhale and come back up. And then place the foot on top of the knee. So seated pigeon. So use your fingers to open up the toes. Maybe use the elbow to gently guide that knee out, finding seated pigeon. Seated pigeon. And then that pigeon turns into an eagle. So bring the the knees together. The top knee, that arm goes under. Give yourself a hug. Breathe into your hands. Breathe into your hands and the back parts of your lungs. Maybe add a little bit of twisting. I love myself so much. I love myself so much. And then from here, find eagle arms. Maybe bring that foot behind the lower leg. Arms move away from the forehead. Maybe let the feathers, your finger feathers, reach up towards the sky. You're a baby eagle, just a baby eagle. And one day you're going to be ready to fly. So if you're ready, when you're ready, let those arms or let those wings go up and high and wide, fly away, and then land on top of the next mountain. Imagine that seated mountain. Maybe that seated mountain is like a big rock on the open field. And then the left knee comes up. Open up the left hip, allowing the emotions to come to the surface. And then step out wide, knees to elbows to knees, fingertips together, pit of the belly goes in and up. Breathe. And then release the left hand down to the floor. The right hand goes to the right knee. Inhale and lengthen the spine. Exhale and twist a little deeper and look up towards the sky. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. And then release down, let the head be heavy. Inhale, come back up. We're halfway up. And this time, place the right hand on the floor, left hand on the left knee. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist, push into the hands and look up towards the sky. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale and twist. And then release down, let the head be heavy. Inhale, come back up. And then place the foot on that knee. Use your fingers to open up those toes. Using the elbow to gently guide the knee out wide. And then from pigeon, we're going to go to eagle. So the knees slide together. Whatever leg is on top, that arm goes under. Give yourself a hug. Breathe into your hands. Back part of your lungs. Maybe move a little bit from side to side and remind yourself how much you appreciate yourself. And then from here, finding eagle arms, maybe bring that foot behind the lower leg. Hands move away from the forehead. Your finger feathers are reaching up towards the sky. And here you're still a baby eagle. A baby eagle. And then eventually you feel the need to break out. And then let those finger feathers reach up high, spread your wings, go out, fly, and then land on the next mountain top. Okay, now let's build some strength in the legs. So transfer the weight forward and up, pick a number, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Then one more time. Come up, pick a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. And then this time come all the way up and then stay standing. Okay, blinking, bubbling stars all the way up. Clasp the hands, turn them over. Straighten the elbows, breathe. And then starting the side bending. And then reach, 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 and reach. And then let the arms go. Just let the arms go. No need to control. Just let them go. And then bend the knees. And then start to dance around. And just let the body move the way it wants to. No need to control. And then bring knee to elbow. Knee to elbow. And then cross the midline. And then hands on your hips. And then kick in the butt. And then lift the leg out to the side to wake up the external hips. And then lean and lift. Lean and lift. Breathe. Maybe place one hand on your belly and the other one on your heart. This is a balancing posture. This is stressful for the body. And then release. Lean and lift to the other side. Breathe. And release. Okay. Now let's do 3 sound salutations. You can do them with or without the chair. So today I'll do them without the chair. I like to start my practice with my feet hip distance apart. That gives me a little bit more room. We forgot something. We have to push something away. Okay, so let's open and close those fingers. So let's push something away. He talked about beneficial satisfaction. What was the word? Genuine satisfaction. So the opposite of genuine satisfaction, whatever that is to you, push that away, push that away, push that away, push it away. And then it's going to try to creep back in, and it's going to be hard to resist, and then push it away, push it away, push it away. Maybe kick it away, to create space for genuine satisfaction. And then after a while, you're going to notice that it's kind of gone. And then you can release and allow genuine satisfaction to take its place. And that's worth a celebration. So let's do the sun celebrations. All right, here we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, down the midline. That was 1. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, down the midline. Last one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, down the midline. And then stay there, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion, self-love and self-compassion. And release. Okay. Now we can do big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Stepping back to warrior one. Inhale to chair posture, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the left, right heel comes off. Take a big step back. Find that earth behind you with the toes and the heel, building a wide, stable foundation. And when I have that, when I feel I have that foundation, I can add some blinking, bubbling stars, place my hands in my back pockets, and open my heart. Open your heart. With a solid foundation and solid support system, you can afford to open your heart. And then allow your heart to lead. Transfer your weight forward. Pick that back leg up. Lift the opposite hand off the chair. And then maybe add some movement here. Maybe take the bind, creating a circle. And then release back into mountain, bend the knees and come back up to standing. This time you're standing mountain. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the right, left heel comes off. Take a big step back. Find the earth behind you with the toes and then the heel. Creating a wide, stable foundation. Add some blinking, bubbling stars. Place your hands in your back pockets. Notice how the heart can open. Transfer the weight forward. Pick that back leg up. Pick the opposite hand off the chair. And then add some movement. Maybe take the bite. And then release the foot back into mountain, bend the knees, and come back up to standing mountain posture, standing mountain. Okay, inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the left, right heel comes off. Take a big step back. This time, open up the pelvic halves. So we're moving up the chakra system, finding warrior two. You have the right to feel. What do you feel right now? Flip the front hand, reverse the warrior. Ooh. How did you feel in the past? Off balance, clearly. And then moving forward, how would you like to feel in the future? And then back to the present moment. What do you need to do today to get there? Place the hands on your chair, pick up that back foot, look at the toes. Maybe take the same hand off the chair. Maybe bring it all the way up towards the sky, still looking at the toes. That's tricky. Bring the hand down, bring the gaze down, bring the feet together, bend the knees, come back up into mountain posture, standing mountain. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the right, left heel comes off. Take a big step back, open up your pelvic halves. You have the right to feel, the right to feel. How do you feel right now? Flip the front hand, reverse. How did you feel in the past? And then moving into the future, what would you like to feel like in the future? And then coming back to the present moment, what do you need to do today to make that happen? Place your hands on the chair, pick up that back foot, look at the toes. Maybe bring the same hand off the chair, still looking at the toes. Hand comes down, gaze comes down, feet together, bend the knees and come back up to standing. Okay. All right, let's come into that mountain posture. Standing tall mountain. And on top of that mountain, you drop a seed, and that seed transforms into a tree. Transfer the weight to the left, the right heel comes off. And then start to grow your tree. What does your tree look like? And then find your way back down. And then drop another seed. Transfer the weight to the right, left heel comes off. And try a different kind of tree. Maybe you didn't get, maybe you want to try a different kind of tree this time. What would that look like? And then bring your feet back together, back into mountain posture. Okay, now bring the feet a little wider than your hips, spread the toes, hands on the chair, and then release the knees down. Open up those toes. Look at your hands, or your hand and your fingers. Take that favorite color, get that paint, or like you know what, let's take only the thumb today. Take that favorite paint on the thumb and then draw a big circle all the way down to the heel, connecting the thumb to the heel. Hips are moving forward. And release. And then look at your other thumb. Take that thumb in your favorite color, get your favorite color on the thumb. Draw a big circle and then connect to the heel. And then release. This time, take two colors and then maybe mix them. Mix the two colors. And then if you can either place them on in your back pockets or maybe on your heels. And then release. Untuck the toes, get the knees wide, and then find child's posture. Releasing into child's posture. And then come back up. Clasp the hands. Create that stable triangle, a stable base. Tuck the toes. Breathe. Engage the core. Lean into your stable base and lift the knees off the floor. And then walk the feet up towards the chair. Armpits move towards your legs. Dolphin posture. And then bend the knees and come back up to standing. All right, so let's get ready for the seated meditation. I'm going to read the words from Dalai Lama again, and then we'll, if you want to, you can, during meditation, reflect upon these words. It is bad for our material possessions if our mind is dominated by anger. To speak again from my own experience, when I was young, I sometimes repaired watches. I tried and failed many times. Sometimes I would lose my patience and hit the watch. During those moments, my anger altered my whole attitude, and afterwards I felt very sorry for my actions. If my goal was to repair the watch, then why did I hit it on the table? Again, you can see how one's mental attitude is crucial in order to utilize material facilities for one's own genuine satisfaction or benefit. Okay, so find your seat, sit up tall, bring your awareness to your breathing. Notice the inhale, notice the exhale, and then I'm going to be quiet for, we have about 8 minutes to sit in seated meditation. So here we go. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. Gently move your head from side to side. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Place your hands in Anjali Mudra, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion, self-love and self-compassion. Gently bow your head in gratitude for this practice, thousands of years old. Thank your inner guide, your past, present, and future teachers, and all the people that are joining you on this journey. Open your eyes, raise your gaze, and thank you so much for practicing together this morning. Namaste.